Huh. I'm glad you all stayed for this. I had planned to speak for about an hour now, but I'm not going to, of course. I didn't say, well, I'm going to come back to Elizabeth and Stephen in a bit quickly. I want you to remember that we had lots of sponsors, and some are in the room today, and so that's really helpful. And Jim and Patience, thank you. You're on there. I did ask yesterday that you would email Meredith, Graham, or me if you liked or didn't like what we did different this year. That would be good. And we're going to send all of you a way to join us in this lunatic thing that we're going to do. And we hope some of you will. That would be good. And so I want to, as my last remark for this wonderful couple of days, I would like to repeat something Elizabeth said that I wrote down, and then tell you a small story. It's short. So what she said was, when she was talking about her network of friends, is people you love are the most important thing. Well, okay, I get that. And it's always in our minds that that's good. And just last week, because of a conversation with David Rosenman and Mark Messenbaum, we were talking about books for kids. And I want to tell you all about another book you should buy. You won't, it's hard to find, it's out of print. But it's related to what we just heard. So there's a very famous artist, now dead, named Remy Charlip. He was a New York artist and also a writer of children's books. And he wrote this book called Harlequin, which is my favorite children's book I ever read, and which all of my children up there are, I've bought this many times, and now as it's further and further out of print, it's gotten too expensive, so I just tell people you can buy it yourselves. Okay, sorry, but they're still available. And I want to tell you the story of Harlequin as written by Remy Charlotte, because it's exactly what I'm feeling about yesterday and today for all of us, not just for myself, all of us. So the story that you all know from the story of Harlequin is that, there was this creature that was dressed in little patches of other people's clothing. Remember that story? So this is Remy Charlot's version of that story, and it's about a poor kid in a school, and they're going to have a costume day, and during the costume day, they're all going to come with their costumes, and they're going to have a dress-up day with their new funny things and shirts and stuff. And there's a little boy that doesn't have any money, and he doesn't have clothing for the party. So all the kids, all of you would do this right here, cut a little patch off their clothing. And they clothe him with the patches. And the last line of the book is that he was clothed in the love of his friends. So, Elizabeth, thank you.